switch the scene over. Yeah, I did a dead ends last night. Still no burb.
Hmm.
Got white mage to 88. Yeah, 88. Yeah, I was gonna do one PvP last night because Danchig was up, but after the
Hmm.
MSQ and the dead ends, I just didn't have any energy.
Yeah, I understand. Gee.
Oh, and I
Well,
did the 87 dungeon too, so I was pretty beat.
I'm gonna. Think I will attempt to stream, see how it goes.
Hmm.
Problem is that it's difficult to pinpoint what it is. I don't know if it's my uh PC or if it's my connection.
Right. Don't forget to check your Wondrous Tales too in case we do something that's on there.
Right.
I had to pick up a new one, and luckily I had 90 dungeons on it, so.
Yeah, I think I'll before we do any of that, I'll go look. I have like 3 authenticator apps on my phone, and they're all for different things, and I fucking hate it.
Jesus Christ.
Well, because I hate Square Enix has to have its own, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then I have one for stuff at work, and then I
Oh,
have a personal one for other things. And sometimes I just so as an example, I was trying to do something for work the other day, and so I had to log in, and every time I log in to one of my sites at work or something, I have to use my authenticator for work.
right.
And it's the same thing. You open it up and you type it's 6 digits. But I just wasn't thinking. And I opened up the Square Enix one and I kept typing in those 6 digits. And after 3 failed attempts, my account at work got locked.
Oh, shit.
And it was because I kept using the Square Enix token and not the one that I should have been using.
I think if my other games had tokens, I'd have to put them all on a keychain and hang them up
Yeah.
somewhere and mark them because, well, Guild Wars 2 has a weird password, and everything else that I play on Steam just logs in with Steam, and since I'm the only user, I just leave myself logged in.
Right.
And ESO is, well, it's through Steam as well, so.
Okay.
So I just have the one, and I've got a new one I ordered. It's in, it's somewhere.
Hmm.
I gotta find it. But
Yeah.
in case this one goes kaput, I've got an extra.
So did you say I'm sorry, I was like setting so you're still using the physical one?
Yeah,
Wow.
this is the original physical
The one
one
from
I
11?
got from 14. No, it is. It is 11s.
It's 11s, yeah. I don't even know where mine is. I went to the digital one a long time ago.
Uh,
I still have the 1.0, the 14 1.0 one because it's all still in the box.
yeah. This might be the 11 one. It's pretty old. Hence why I bought
Well,
another one.
the 14 one, I mean, says Final Fantasy 14 on it, and then they had another one, I think, with 2.0, as I recall. With I think Realm Reborn had one as well.
Then I probably have 2 or 3. Well, unless I left them at the other house, which is a distinct possibility.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they gave us another one with 2.0. I'd have to
Yeah,
look.
I probably left it at the house. Because I know I actually bought a second one. But that's all behind me now. I'm not going to think about it. I'm just pushing it to the side.
Okay. Wondrous Tales. I've got 51 to 59, 61 to 69, 81 to 89, and 90. So 90 would obviously take care of the expert.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got Cuff of the Father, Final Coil, turn 2, Lighthouse, Circus Tower. Yeah.
Void Arc and the
Aquapolis.
Peregrine Beach.
Aquapolis. Be
Okay, so
very, very
Aquapolis should
quiet.
get it.
Hunting Aquapolis.
Aquapolis?
Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting Aquapolis. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got Binding Coil 4. Innsverse Furor. I don't know if I'm. Furor? That's a hard word to say.
What is it?
Furor. Furor.
Furor?
Yeah, it's one of those weird. Yeah, it's one of those weird ones. 1 through 49, 61 to 69, and I've already done the 81 and the 90, so. But still need
In
tomes.
11, when we had the rabbits, I had trouble saying that. The R-A-R-A-B.
Rarib.
Rarib. I'm like, what? I'm like, do I say Rarib? Do I say Rarab? What do I say?
Yeah, Rarib.
Yeah.
Words are hard. Got my little fox ears, and now I'm working towards some of those maps for us. Those guaranteed portal ones. I think I've got 4 left. Yeah, I got 4 left, so I'll grab some more of those.
Okay.
Thought I had my shoe bill out.
You what?
Oh, there he is. My shoe bill. I couldn't see him.
Okay. All right. Let me just check my sound levels. What's your next piece of gear you have to get?
Right side. So I'm going to be working on.
All the right side?
Yeah, I need. I've already got the ring.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll need 2 pieces on the right, and then I can start the necklace and the earrings. And then I can start working on another job.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I just need my body piece and I'm done.
Nice.
Yep. And then, but I'll be done just in time for that new alliance raid.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that one.
Which I think is, what, in 2 weeks? In April?
3 weeks. I think the patch comes out on the 14th.
Okay. So I'll probably have about a week off between doing that, so that'll be fun. But it'll just mean that it just means that my tomes are then gonna go towards Sage.
It's going to be really interesting for the FC to get 24 people synced up together so we can all run it at the same
Are
time.
they gonna do that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we're going to try it.
We did that in CK in the old days for
Yeah.
one of those. I think it was. I want to say it was Wiping City.
Probably Wiping City, yeah.
Whichever one, the one that has Ozma.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, at least I don't have to worry about a dance partner.
Yeah. Let me at him.
I love my little fox ears. I gotta get them for Pika. She'll look adorable in them.
I've been examining a lot of other tanks, though. And just other players in general, and I'm not seeing a lot of people getting the tome gear.
Really?
Yeah, I don't see a lot of people using it, strangely enough.
Are they using the crafted set?
Maybe, or they might be. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't. I've seen some with the eye level 600 stuff from Savage, which, I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I'm still seeing a lot of people with 570 and 580 stuff, and I think it's just the regular tome gear. I kind of feel like maybe I could be wrong about this. I feel like they're just waiting until the new raid comes out.
Probably.
You know, I don't think they're bothering. Which, okay, but that doesn't make any sense to me.
No, me either, really. I mean, update as you go.
Yeah, I mean, that was. I said when this gear came out, when these tomes came out, I remember saying very clearly, I said, I know that the new Alliance raid's not out yet, but to augment it, but I'm gonna get these now.
Yeah.
I didn't do that in the past. I would always be doing both at the same time. And I just figured, no, I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna do the gear first, and then I will then I'll augment it.
Yeah. Okay, somebody's got the converter.
But they're probably, I mean, they could be factoring it into their weekly reset, right? Like, they just do the tomes and then they do the raid once a week, and they kind of kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
In some ways, but I prefer to kill birds with individual stones. I think each bird deserves its own stone. Problem is, it just never ends.
Yeah, you get
right.
partially done with one, and then you're on to the other, and it's just this constant cycle.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how this game's always been played, so.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, it's all still new, right? All that stuff is still new.
Hmm.
So if you want to do it as it comes out,
Chintzy people.
what is it?
No comms. I just
Oh
said
no, I didn't
chintzy
get any of
people.
it. Nope, I got none.
I got a rock.
What? What is that from?
Charlie Brown.
What
It's
is
the
it?
Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown.
Okay, no, I thought I got a rock. See, I thought that was like a callback to something we did in 11. Like I thought that had something to do with somebody lauding on something.
Yeah, I used to do that all the time. When somebody would say I got such and such, and I got 98, and I got 53, and I'd say I got a rock because I lauded a
Oh,
one or a
I
two
always
or
thought that
something.
was like a. I always thought that I didn't realize that was a. I thought that was like legit.
No, it was
Oh,
it
I
was
had no
something
idea.
I threw out there because it was
Oh,
in my age bracket.
well, because rock salt always dropped, and you could always. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I mean, I always felt like Charlie Brown in school anyway. You know, all these kids had these fancy costumes, and Charlie Brown had a ghost with all kinds of holes in it, and everybody would say, "Ooh, I got a Snickers," and I got a Hershey bar, and Charlie Brown would go, "I got a rock." And that it was sad because the adults actually gave him rocks. I thought that was kind of fucked up, but you know. No, well, we needed this anyway, right?
True.
Reaper, dance with me.
I don't enjoy tanking it that much, but
I just have issue with the way he's always moving around. You can't keep
yeah,
him still.
you
That
can't.
irritates me.
But at the same time, I need to get better at tanking this anyway. So,
Yeah, I mean, I do too. I need to get better at tanking in general.
yeah.
Stop being such a I don't want to tank, it's scary, you know. I gotta
Right.
stop doing that. Because I do enjoy it. It's just, I don't know, I'm just afraid people are gonna yell at me. Thanks, Kale.
See, it's that I'm terrified what he just did.
Right.
Because that takes you down so easily.
Oh, yeah, I mean, if you're one square away, you're dead.
He only two warnings of it come out. Only 2 waves come up before he actually does it.
Yeah.
Because when I kept dying to that the first time, I was always like, what am I dying from?
Right.
I had no idea what was killing me. Because I just didn't believe that a raid-wide AoE was one-shotting me. It just seemed ridiculous.
Yeah.
But that's what it was. It's exactly what it was, and I was getting really annoyed with it. But no, I get you. Like I like things just so as a tank, and it does bug me when you can't keep a boss in one area.
Yeah, I mean, I know it lends itself to the mechanics because he's always doing things like in a corner or to the side,
Right.
but
It's like, well, it's like with Rathalos. I mean, Rathalos just ignores you entirely and just fights whoever the hell he wants to.
oh yeah.
That's irritating. Like, I remember when I first did that, I was very confused. But people seem to know this fight pretty well now, so I'm just following them.
Exactly. Thank God for
One,
soup, man.
there he goes. Yep. I mean, I try to keep him in the middle.
Yeah, but you just can't.
Can't. And but when he moves, then I'm like, all right, come back here. You know, come right back to the middle.
I gotta say though, I actually did enjoy tanking this guy. It was just a little frustrating because he wouldn't stay put.
Now this always struck me as an odd mechanic, but okay, it's like you say so, game.
Yeah. Stand in the one that you're not. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because then you're like, well, which one do I stand in? And then, but it's like, no, just don't go in one. Just go in the one that's not you.
Right.
That's all.
Is that the... Okay, that's the sword. That's the corner one.
Sword is, I think, right?
Yeah, wait, like that. Conal.
Yeah.
The wide conal. And the cape is the pushback. Yeah, I'm doing better at learning these. I definitely think doing mounts with the group forces me to learn fights that I wouldn't ordinarily... Oh, damn it. That was
Yeah.
my bad. That I wouldn't ordinarily do. Thank you. I fucked up. I know exactly what I did. Alright, I need to take a tank one. There we go.
Oh shit, I have two. All right. Don't give me another one.
Nope. I mean, a lot of times now I can look at something and say, oh, that's why I died instead of, what the fuck just happened?
So, pro tip: what I've noticed is, yeah, when you have a tank buster on you, which is the red arrow ribbon attack.
Yep.
If you, I mean, cooldown, yes, of course. I mean, you got to do a cooldown. But if you do reprisal, so do reprisal and then do Nebula specifically.
Okay.
It does nothing. Like you'll get like no damage. You'll get no damage taken.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Save Nebula for the tank busters. Use camouflage just as so, because it's evasion. So that's just for like regular melee attacks.
Right.
But Nebula is your best friend when it comes to tank busters.
Okay. Nebula.
Yep. I mean, and use the other cooldowns like as needed, but Nebula specifically is the tank buster.
Okay.
That is because it has a massive, and then reprisal, because what reprisal does is it reduces the amount of damage dealt.
Nope. Oh. That, I followed the group. That was bad. Damn it. Okay. I can do this fight, god damn it. I can do it. Sorry, guys. I get my head back on. Oof, that hurt. Let me take a healer one. Let me take my DPS one, please. Somebody take my DPS one, please. Oh, thank you.
I'll take it.
Sure.
Nobody else was, and I was like,
I was.
oh shit! I didn't even help.
Sorry.
I wasn't. Um, I was still in the middle. So
Yeah, I was too far away. I was trying
yeah,
to lead the I was trying to get away from the sphere, and you
right.
did that. And
I think when I ran toward you, I just wasn't. Um, because nobody else grabbed the tether,
yeah,
and I chose to. It meant that I didn't follow everybody to the edge, so
exactly.
I died. So it's somebody else's fault.
Yeah, it wasn't our fault. It was their fault.
I always use Heart of Light too for a stack mechanics with group. I'm gonna die.
Okay, everybody's moving over this way, so
Oof. Got my fucking rule. I've decided that if I die while tanking and I get raised and I'm weakened, don't fight the other tank for aid. Just don't bother.
yeah,
Because I always feel like I do that because I got something to prove.
right.
I'm not anything to prove.
Nah,
I'm
you're
weakened. I'm weakened. I'm not in a position to tank it.
no, and you're a good tank. You don't have to prove anything.
And even though my weakness just wore off, he's at 10%. So I'm just keep it for the rest of the fight.
Yeah. I will take the healers. Push back. Okay.
This is how I died last time. But a great way to kind of mitigate some of that pushback is to do rough divide as you're getting pushed back. That way you zoop right back in.
Yeah, I actually need to put Rough Divide a little more accessible because I keep forgetting about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. I do use it. There's not really any gunbreaker mechanic specific um, abilities that I don't use. No comms.
Nah.
Even though I was a great tank for 80% of that fight. How dare they?
Passing, passing, passing. I'm gonna take one of the accessories just for
Mm-hmm.
other classes. Yeah, no, no comms. I didn't expect them because I did die a lot.
Okay.
So 5 more weeks and I'll get a shiny new weapon for something.
Yeah, I gotta see how many I have. I've kind of fallen behind on those, so it's kind of. Oh, I have 4.
Oh,
Okay.
nice. You're still. That's funny. You're still 2 weeks ahead of me. You were 2 weeks ahead of me before.
even though this would be my second weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, weird. Cool,
Yeah.
because there were weeks that I didn't even do it either.
Yep. Same here.
Oh. Interesting, but okay.
All right. Smileton or the bunny or the robots or dead ends. It's dead ends.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna hit the the sage, since there's two dancers.
Once upon a time,
I do not want to do this with real people because I don't want the bird to drop and
that
be
fell to
outlawed.
pestilence and rotted
I will
inside
cry.
and out. The more its people clung to life,
Well, I will pass on
the
it
more they suffered.
if it does drop.
And I thank you for that in advance
I
if
mean,
it does.
is it heavily sought after?
I think so. I mean, it's one of the rarer minions because you can't buy it. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd probably pay upwards of 5 mil if we could buy it. Because herb.
Right.
I've heard people doing upwards of 80 runs to try and get the damn thing.
Well, maybe these two already have it.
Yes, we will hope.
Until they curse not
Or maybe
the
they just don't give a
kings,
shit.
Yeah.
but their fellow corrupted.
See, I always do rough divide when I pull something.
Okay.
I love doing that.
Well, we'll see how well I do the boss mechanics without my trusts to follow.
Yeah.
Oh, the other dancer gave you their partner.
What is that?
You've got dance partner too.
Increased damage.
Yep.
My favorite boss. Just kill me, man. I hate this thing.
Those who
It's the
live,
second one I hate.
those who die.
Oh, no. I'm gonna die.
No. That's what I got for you. Oh, damn it! Okay.
I'm really, really bad at this mechanic. I'm
Oh.
just awful at it. I will not mince words. Yeah. Hey, Temple of Hyrule in my chat. What's good, man?
take a step on this guy.
It's like if I could ask him to change one thing from Endwalker, it would be this dungeon, or this boss. Just this mechanic, actually. Just get rid of this mechanic, please. Fuck.
Alright. Step him again. Ta-da!
Thank fuck. Just
And the very last
there was one time I did this, and I think it might have been. I actually think it might have been with Trust NPCs. And I must have died at that boss, this is no exaggeration, probably 5 times.
in a faraway place.
Oh man.
A brilliant
And
star
I was on
eradicates
Sage.
disease.
And I think Thancred was like secretly talking to the other Trust NPCs, going like, can we vote kick this guy? Like, once we get through that, I'm good. But it's just... yeah. I'm not a fan of that one at all.
Yeah, it's the second one I have trouble with, and the third one because the colors are so similar. I know the
Yeah.
mechanic. It's just
Right.
that sometimes that gold blends in.
Mhm.
I can't remember where we left off and where we need to run to. Kind of like the dunes during the daytime. It's like, I can't see.
Its people sought ever greater freedoms, no matter the cost.
I don't want to say anything disparaging about this healer, but... just... I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
I have thoughts.
Okay.
They tried to buy
I
peace
just...
with
I'm at a point where I just try to be diplomatic.
Right.
If this were like 5 years ago, I'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with this healer? Why does she fucking suck so much? I'd be so angry.
Okay. Hi, fellas.
I mean, my whole reason for leveling the healer was because I was constantly faced with bad ones. And it was just
Okay.
driving me crazy.
Yeah.
And I needed to... it was like something I just needed to control.
Yep. I get you.
When I also thought, it can't be that bad, can it? And, I mean, it really... I don't think healing really is. I haven't really had any, I haven't really had any traumatizing experiences on healer, to be honest with you.
No, I really haven't either. It's just that, I mean, it's kind of a double-edged sword. Yay, my life is in your hand. Oh, fuck, my life is in your hands. You know?
Oh, yeah. No,
Or your
my
life
God.
is in my hands. I'm kind of
I
a
love
nervous
that.
healer.
No, oh god. My
I think
my
I've
cynical
got that
side
one.
goes into full force on that. Like, again, and you I know you laugh, but that mantra, don't piss off your healer.
Yep, exactly.
I live by that mantra on healer, and I it's so easy for me to like. I mean, if I fuck up, I'll fuck up and say it, but it's so easy for me to be like healing the fuck out of somebody and be like a tank specifically, and I'm like, bro, like, why aren't you using cooldowns?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
so easy for me to be a critic on healer, and I love it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I remember that time I was on Kitty, and the guy just, like, refused to put up his fucking stance. And I
Yep.
basically told him, if you don't put up your stance, dude, I've tried to be cool about this, but
Yep.
put it up or I'm not healing you. Period.
Yep. And that's the thing about healer that I just fully embraced.
Yes.
Like, given that, yes, now as a tank, I do control the fate of the party in some way, but not as much as the healer does.
Right.
And it's like, no. I'll decide if we're successful or not. I'll decide if we make it through. And I love that. Oh my god, do I love that. My goal was to be a vindictive healer. And I am. I can only imagine what kind of healer I would have been on 11. You know?
I was a nervous healer because remember on 11 they criticized you if you weren't the right race either.
Oh yeah, all of that stuff factored in. Yeah, that's not even a thing now.
I mean, somebody actually yelled at me because I was a white mage on an Ellison. It's like, you can't cure on an Ellison. You don't have enough MP for that shit. And I just like,
Oh, I mean, I can recall going to XP parties and
ow.
we'd invite a white mage, and then the white mage would be on the way, and then suddenly a Galka comes around the corner, and I'm like, this Galka is our healer? Okay.
Yeah. The best healer that I ever had in 11 was Big John. Lavi. He's the one that taught me about healing.
Oh god, that hurts.
I know it does. Where the fuck is our healer, speaking of?
She said, I sneezed and got hit by an AoE.
Oh, great. So, yeah,
So she's
I
not even
can't.
in the battlefield. You gotta, yeah.
Fuck it. I'll just stand in the shit. Because... Do you have any idea how hard this is on my hands, lady?
Yep.
Smuh.
It's not. Yes, very much. Very much. I don't know that I ever heard you laugh harder than you did that. Than you did. Well, no, I have, but that was one of those times where you just, yeah,
I lost control.
you lost control. I was gonna say I feel like it was the hardest you laughed, but I don't think so. The one that I feel like I remember the hardest bit you laughing was when you were laughing at Suni laughing.
That and Siri. I don't remember which was
Oh,
more when you were
Siri.
trying to get Siri to
To
swear.
swear. Yes.
I think they were pretty much equal, because Suni's laugh just cracked me the fuck up.
That was when we were trying to do Garuda hard
Yes.
mode, I believe,
Yes.
and we couldn't do it. It was difficult, and I remember the exact what set him off, what set Suni off. Because we kept having to find, I think there were like 7 of us, and we just needed one more person, so we kept inviting a rando in.
Uh-huh.
And you know, we'd invite somebody in, we would wipe, and then they would leave. We'd have to find somebody else. And the exact moment that put Suni over the edge was when someone had said, "Put a marker down," and the guy's like, "What's a marker?"
Yes.
And I literally cut and paste the definition of a marker from dictionary.com.
Yes.
And because I was just so done at that point. We had wiped like so many times, and I was just done. I'd had it.
Yeah, what's
And,
a marker?
Yeah. It was like marker, you know, parentheses, noun, and then it would like have all the and then it would just, and Suni lost it. He completely lost it. And then you were laughing at his laugh, and then his laugh was getting worse because you were laughing. And that's when Meanie was like, "Just to let you know now, I'm laying on the fucking floor."
Yes. And then we both lost it again, just visualizing Meanie laying on the floor. Yeah.
Well, I remember also you laughing when he had liquid coming out of his nose because he was
almost came
laughing
out
at
my
something.
nose and shit.
Yeah. I remember that. Yes, yeah.
And then, of course, Yuna came in with you bunch of sick, immature little children, and I was
Yes.
I was gone.
That was the same. That was the same battle. That was the same
Yep,
day.
that was the
Yeah.
same thing.
Because she was trying to give us a strategy, and she just kept saying balls.
Balls, yeah.
Yeah, is what it was. And
That's
I
the
mean,
first time
how
I
are
ever
we
got
not?
pushed back.
How are we not going to do anything with that, right?
Exactly, it's CK, man.
Yeah.
Of course we're gonna take advantage of all that stuff. Better than a shark stick in the eye. Yeah, I know. I mean, I just
I mean,
can't believe.
That's another one that's going to go into the archives. In all honesty, I swear that's what I mean. Again, you watched my recording, so you could tell why I was having trouble.
Yeah, I did.
You heard my audio quality, and I was like, I didn't hear all of it.
Just the way you went, your position changed in the chair, and you're like, wait, what? You know, what did you say?
Yeah, I'm very animated when I misunderstand something.
Try and get another step on this guy.
I mean, I've seen a tank solo this. I almost did it one time, but I've seen a tank pretty much solo. 30% of it, like, I don't know, like 60, 70% of this fight. Because we all stupidly wiped. And I was on Gila, and we stood from the outside watching him do this whole thing. And as soon as he finished, I was like, well, obviously you don't need me.
Nice. Okay.
And when one asked, what is the point?
Do I have this
There
one?
were none
No, I don't.
to
Okay.
answer. Farther still existed a star without strife. Where none remembered life's trials or its joys.
Did this one time, and the party I was with was really struggling with that last boss.
Yeah, it's just My request to SC would be, can you make the colors a little different?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't. I feel like I could be wrong about this, but because I only had just noticed it in the last couple of months, but I feel like the arrows on the floor were those always there?
Yes. Well, not
Okay.
always. It was an update.
Right, and I think that's why, because you couldn't tell which direction they were facing.
Yeah, I want to say sometime in Shadowbringers, maybe.
Yeah.
They made them a little more visual. I have that. I'm using that on my tank. Okay.
What is people had gained from ease, they lost apathy.
Said something in chat. I just don't know what she said, though.
Yeah, I don't either. I didn't even notice it.
Yeah, I saw the notification come up, but I didn't read it fast enough.
Nope.
So they created the kindest, most gentle of beasts. Its steps were light, and its gift was as painless as it was beautiful.
It's not done with you yet.
Shit. Shit.
Nope, you're fine.
No, I'm not.
Oh, nah, I didn't move.
Bathed in its golden glow, they all slept happily ever after.
Yeah, I don't recall always seeing those arrows on the floor, but I could be wrong. I could just be misremembering. I don't know if they were always there.
This is gonna hurt. No, it was an update. I want to say sometime in Shadowbringers, maybe. Might
Yeah.
have been earlier.
sorry, guys. Yeah. I was being careless. Because they don't always walk. She doesn't always hop around in a circle.
Yeah.
And I thought she was.
Please heal me. Healer.
No heals.
I am getting them slowly.
I'm getting them, just not fast enough.
Okay, I might have figured the pattern. Now this part I know, but I can't figure out. Oh, the wing is glowing.
Glowing, yeah.
Okay, that's the kicker. All right, I've got it now. Nice. Thank you.
They get a calm is the question.
Nope, burb.
No?
No burb.
Oh, no burb.
Yeah. And
You
no
know, I
com.
should really say, I bitch about not getting comms, but I don't really give any comms out either.
I try to when I'm on the jobs I'm
No.
leveling,
Yeah.
so I don't miss out on that XP. But
Yeah, I'm extremely bad about giving people comms. So I mean, I should be one to talk.
well, the dancer was doing okay, but
I was
they
the
were doing
tank, man.
improv at the weirdest time,
Yeah.
and I don't think I was getting enough heals. I felt really nervous a lot of the times because they weren't keeping me topped off. So you were the only one that would have deserved a calm, and I can't calm you. So my ending gale 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 7, 6 instead of 6, 7. Only I would notice something weird like that. So what's next?
That is a good question. Be leveling. There's alliance raids, leveling, and MSQ.
Did you? You didn't do 50, 60, 70, 80, did you?
No, but we don't get the tomes that we need on that one.
Right.
Yeah, but we didn't do that one. And if we do that one, that's where I would go as Bud.
Yeah, and I'd probably go. I'd try. God, if we get
We
Amarok,
don't know
though.
how many
Ugh.
of them there are. I would probably get 86 on that, but what's your to resurrect an old phrase? What's your TNL?
Uh,
Surprised we don't even still say that because it's still a relevant term.
9 mil. I'm only a mil in.
Yeah.
So.
What level were you again?
88.
Okay. Let me just step away for one moment.
Of course.
Okay.
Just grabbing my piece I can get right now. 4 and
I was gonna say, when you were telling me earlier what you were not allowed to watch back then was All in the Family or MASH off limits.
actually no. My mom loved All in the Family. And didn't seem to mind if I watched it if it was on, before 9 o'clock, naturally.
Right. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
MASH, we watched all the time.
I never liked that one. I'm not a fan of that one.
Oh, Lil's on. You never liked MASH, really?
No, I never really cared for that one.
No, I
You
don't
never
like the movie, but the series, I didn't
think-
like the Frank episodes.
I feel like it's one of those shows, and I may be wrong about this, but I feel like it's one of those shows that I felt like I needed to be around when that was on the X. I know it was about the Korean War, but Vietnam was going on, and I kind of feel like I needed to be of that generation, that viewing audience generation, to truly appreciate it, you know?
Right.
I don't know. I could be wrong about it. I could be wrong about that.
My Uncle Richard was in the Army, and he used to drive the General's Jeep during Korea.
Mhm.
I just thought that was interesting. And my grandma was a ship fitter.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Rosie the Riveter, that was my grandma. She would have been 113 on St. Patty's Day.
Wow.
She was born in 1909.
And that show was on forever, wasn't it? It was
It
on for like
was 7 or 8 years, something like that.
Yeah.
It was, yeah, it was big. It was really big.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the episodes were really heavy. Frank was, I didn't care for Frank or
Well,
Trapper.
I just know that in my useless pop culture knowledge that the final episode, I think, even to this day, is one of the most. It might be the highest rated final episode of all time. Maybe I think
Mhm.
still.
Yep, I think it is. It was a damn good episode and really, really disturbing.
Goodbye, farewell, and was that what it's called? Goodbye, farewell,
Yeah.
and something else. Yeah.
Good luck. Yeah, goodbye, good luck, and farewell. Something like that. Yeah.
And I remember it said goodbye and like the rocks at the end when Hawkeye took off.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked it when Potter and BJ and Winchester were on
Yeah.
the later seasons. Frank was just a sniveling idiot, and I don't know, Trapper was okay, and the Colonel at the time was okay too, but he was kind of dumb. You know, I liked when Potter came in.
Did you like the hour-long drama, Trapper John MD?
We never watched that one either.
Hmm.
My mom was kind of a purist. She liked
'Cause it's
certain
spun
series,
off
but
from
she
the
didn't like
film,
the
it's not-
spin-offs.
Because it's spun off from the movie, not the series.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and she hated that movie because, you know, one of the characters was always running around going, woo woo, woo woo, or something
And the movie
like that.
is a comedy, I believe, isn't it? I've not seen
Yeah,
the
it
film.
is. It is.
Yeah.
That I didn't care for it. It just didn't have the same tone as MASH.
Right. It was perfected on the series, is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Alan Alda really is amazing.
Hmm. And they say he's like one of the nicest people ever.
Yeah. He seems like it. Oh, fuck me.
Circus
Welcome
Tower.
to hell.
Circus Tower was the one that was on my.
In Circus Tower, as long as people don't get incredibly stupid, you can run it blindfolded, but this thing is just a nightmare.
Yeah.
Mine is, what was mine? Oh, Void Arc. I pulled Void Arc, of course, because I like that one, so I'll have to run that, and then I've got Peregrine's Breach, too. We get this one a lot,
We do.
and I think my reaction is the same every time.
Well, look at it this way: we're Alliance C, so we're not gonna have to go into the belly.
Right, we gotta do the chains.
Yep.
Why am I tanking this ninja?
Yep. Because I'm tanking the dragon.
Yeah, because you're doing your job, but the other tanks aren't.
Yeah.
Wake up, guys.
I don't know why you reminded me of it, but I remember watching a while back this interview with Robin Williams, God rest his soul, and he was talking about the movie that he was in, Awakenings,
Uh-huh.
and he's like, oh yeah, it's like that movie I did, Awakenings, or the Jewish version, which is called Wake Up. I miss him so much.
I just can't believe that he's the only celebrity that I actually cried over him.
Yeah, same.
It just
Absolutely.
felt like I'd lost a friend.
Uh-huh.
Never met the man. Always wanted to, but it was just so freaking sad because he's such a gift, and the fact that it was depression that got him, it was just so incredibly sad.
He was just, and an unknown, I think, when Mork and Mindy came about, right?
Yep.
I mean, he was a, yeah.
He was a relatively unknown, yeah.
And that's what basically shot him into the stratosphere at that point.
Yep.
Because I've seen that episode that he was on of Happy Days when I think it was the second time he appeared. Actually, oddly enough, Laverne stops by. Like, Fonzie's watching the Cunningham house. He's house sitting.
Yeah.
And Mork comes by for a visit. And Fonzie doesn't know what to do, so he invites Laverne over and tries to set them up on a date.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. That actually might be the pilot of Mork and Mindy. I think he's, like, recalling that story or something like that.
Mm-hmm. All right, kids, please don't make him shoot me.
Do you need something, Dark Knight?
Keep trying to face just to the one end of his eyeball so I don't get... Okay, there we go. Oh my god, I actually made through that one without dying.
We actually got through it without wiping.
Yeah. Damn.
I've had, yeah, like I always say when we come in here, I've done this, and there have been times when I'm telling you, like, multiple wipes on that boss, and
On
I'm just
that
like,
boss.
I'm like, guys, like, you've got to be kidding me right now. You have to be.
Yeah, you realize how long this thing's been out? Come on. You might be new, but holy fuck.
I mean, don't get me wrong. When this was new, for whatever reason, it took me forever to understand the red-white mechanic.
Yes, that was a pain in the butt.
I don't know why something about it just wasn't clicking. I don't know why. For some reason, I didn't get it.
Yeah, there's some
And,
mechanics like that.
Well, and I remember Bat saying, like, well, if you're red, if the face you have up there is red or white, and for some reason, I couldn't tell what color it was.
Well, a lot
I
of
think
men are
it's 'cause at the
colorblind.
time- What's that?
A lot of men are colorblind.
Well,
To
it
a
wasn't that I was
certain degree.
colorblind. I had I had a smaller. I say smaller. I mean, I had a 27-inch monitor at the time, but I think like my UI or something. Actually, no, it was a smaller monitor than that. I think it was like a 21-inch, and I
Yeah.
feel like you adjust the UI to be to that size, to be accommodating to that size. And I just think I couldn't tell because of the UI size, honestly.
Yeah, I was running on a 19-inch monitor.
Yeah. So like I wasn't, because I don't view the UI and all the icons at their maximum size, right?
Right.
Especially when you have a smaller monitor, because you need all that space to see everything else.
Yeah.
So I think I must have had it at like an 80 or 90% view, and when it's at 80 or 90% magnification on a 21-inch monitor, I wasn't able to tell whether it was I just couldn't. I was really having difficulty telling if it was red or white that
Right.
time.
Yeah, I just wasn't
So I'm
sure
like,
if you had
yeah,
some mild color blindness that might have been affecting,
no.
because some of the colors are hard to tell.
You're supposed to bring him to the back, Dark Knight. Because of what just happened.
Yep. Is he new or is he just a dick?
I don't know that that was anybody's fault. I think he just stopped. Like, not everybody was even in the battlefield yet.
Oh, yeah.
But that Dark Knight wasn't moving. He was standing right there, and it's like, no, come back. You have hate on him for the moment, but you can't keep him there.
Ah, okay.
Because if you keep him toward the back, that conal's gonna envelop pretty much the entire arena, and if you're caught in it, you're fucked. You can't. It's impossible to get out of. It's because it's too wide.
Yeah, that is a wide conal.
Yeah. Okay, if you guys want to have a provoke fight, that's fine. But if you're gonna do it, at least stand next to me.
Right.
Okay, don't be standing to my left and then provoke it and then have him face everybody. Jesus. It's like if you're gonna have a provoke fight, at least do a good job.
Right.
At least do it right. I'll entertain this. You're gonna lose, I promise.
You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. I did a pretty good job of holding Hayden Prate one run I did on Gunbreaker.
Hmm.
He kept trying to steal it back, and I kept popping it back over to red.
And did that strategy work where I say, let them provoke first?
Uh-huh, I was watching for it.
Yep. Don't ever provoke first. If you're in a hate war, never provoke first.
Yep. Because by the time it comes back up,
Yep.
they'll have
You
already
never
gotten
want
it.
to. You never want to let them have the upper hand when it comes to that. I'm telling you, I am so fast with that provoke. If somebody takes it off me, like my provoke comes up before their provoke effect fades away. I'm that fast.
Yeah, it is a good group compared to what it usually is.
Yeah. With C, so we're on the right.
Yep. First, I think I'll run into the pole that's there.
When did they take main scenario out of the roulettes?
April 6.1, yeah.
What's the date on that again?
The 14th, I think.
Oh, the day the Titanic sank. Very nice.
Now, there's a factoid I didn't know.
The day the Titanic started sinking.
Okay.
Yeah.
You jackass.
It hit the iceberg at 11:40 p.m. on April 14th.
Now, see that I didn't know. Oh, god damn it.
And it sank entirely on April 15th. By 2:20 a.m., the ship was gone. Like many, I'm endlessly fascinated by that disaster.
God damn it, stop grabbing me, you asshole.
I'm inside.
Me too. He's seriously fucking up my combos here.
Damn you, Kevin Small. Now again, I don't know anything. I don't know. My knowledge of Final Fantasy lore is very limited, so I don't know if Cavernous Maws before 11 were a thing. But when I saw them here, you know, still being like fresh off my 11 play, I saw those and I'm like, oh god, really?
I honestly don't remember them being in any other of the series.
Well, in 11 they're called Cavernous Maws, but in here they're called something else. I wasn't even looking.
Yeah.
Atmos. Yeah.
Atmos.
So I don't know if Atmos. Yeah. So I don't know if that's. I don't know if that's a thing from Final Fantasy lore. If there's anybody in my chat who knows and wants to educate me, please do.
It seems that the name is, but I don't remember the design being anything. But then, you know, it's been years since I've played a lot of them, so.
But the other thing to remember is, you know, when I say Final Fantasy lore, right? I mean, 11 is part of the lore. So even if it is set up, even if it was something established in 11 as the Cavernous Maw, that's still from the lore.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Get away from that. You want to go inside.
Oh yeah, by the way, as crazy as this may be to say, we are approaching 20th anniversary of 11
Oh my god.
for the Japanese release.
For
We
the
still have one more.
Japanese. Okay.
It released in North America in 2003 October. So we have a little while. But 20 years ago in Japan, that game came out.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't seem right, does it?
No, it does not. And I started in 5, so. My first screenshot was in 2005.
Do you still have it?
Oh no, that was on a. I think that was on the Toshiba, and it was defunct a long time ago. Which, if I had known then what I know now, I'd have held on to it just for the.
Oh yeah.
Okay, where's
What
the
drew you
change?
to that? What drew you to get that game? Just that it was Final Fantasy and that it was online?
It was a Final Fantasy game, and oh my god, I could actually play it with other people. Yeah.
Yep.
I had to wait for the price to go down though, because I was
Yeah.
not making a whole lot of money at the time, and
I had to buy a graphics card, a special graphics card, in order to run it.
I was on the PS2
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
a while.
I got it at PC release, and yeah, I had to get a specialized graphics card at the time to play it.
Well, the hard drives, the PS2
remember that.
hard drive was like 150, 250 bucks. It was horrible. So naturally, I had to wait until I could afford it.
But there's another anniversary coming up too. So this May will be CK's 15th anniversary.
Oh my god, really?
Yep.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Should
I don't
do
know
something.
the exact. I don't know the exact date. I just know that we're May. The shell originated in May 2007.
Just pick a date, like maybe in the 15th or something, and
Yeah.
plan something. We should go run something stupid, like we did, you know, naked runs of Zamail or something.
My recollection of it is very sketchy because I just remember we jumped various link shells
Mm-hmm.
and then we started in LBR and then we left and went to another link shell. Like somebody from LBR left and started their own link shell, so we joined them.
Mm-hmm.
And then they left the game, and so the link shell broke, and so we went to another link shell, that same thing. And then I remember just saying, all right, I'm just going to start our own link shell so we have control over this.
Yep, we did kind of the same thing because we were in groups that were cliquish to begin with, and
Yeah.
So we just decided, you know what, to hell with it. Let's start our own. And
Right.
the boys nominated me to be leader because I'd never led a group before, and that was
Yeah.
G, Fari, John, and myself
Any of them you still talk to?
started it. Well, John's kind of ancient history because we had a brief little online fling.
Mhm.
She was involved with Erica for a while, so that kind of went sideways. So I don't talk to G. And Fari is in college. I think he's still in college, so I don't talk to him much because he's not online. But they post on Facebook once in a while.
Yeah.
John looks down on me because I play 11 or played 11. It's like, you
Yours?
still playing that damn game? It's like,
Is that
dude.
yours?
No, that's Big John.
Oh.
Harris is Little John. It's because
Oh, okay.
John was a Galka,
I see.
so I called him.
Oh, that's the.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, so I started calling him Big John because he was a Galka. Yeah, we had quite a short and unfortunate romance online.
I came very close to having 1 in 11 in my rope days with a player in that game.
Well, it was kind of sad because he was a lot like my dad. He was a womanizer, and while he was involved with me, he'd flirt with Erica on the side, and he was kind of fucked up. So I don't talk to John anymore, but Fari pops in every once in a while. And I don't know what G's doing now.
I should at least, like, design something, like do like a 15th anniversary logo or something.
Yeah.
And, I know that video, that the 10-year video, I should definitely... I mean, the 10-year video with all those moments over the years, I mean, I think your shark's dick would be a candidate to go in there because I'd have to update that from the last 5 years.
Oh my god. Sharp stick.
Yeah, because that was me coming from Seraph. I switched over to when World Transfers became a thing, because that's when they were new. I went over to Odin, and my recollection was I left Seraph to go to Odin because I knew somebody on Odin. She knew I was having a miserable time on Seraph, and I wanted to get out of there, and so she told me to come to Odin, and she's like, you know, I'll get you in my link shell, and we'll do stuff, and it'll be good, it'll be cool. And I came over and never found her. Because it turns out she ended up leaving the game entirely.
Oh man.
So now I was stranded over there. Because remember when you transferred, you couldn't do it again for like, what was it, like 3 months or something like that?
Something like that.
So I was stranded on Odin
Oh.
on a server where I didn't know anybody. And coincidentally, at the same time, I had just discovered the LBR podcast at the time, and so I was actually a regular. I didn't really listen to the show though. In fact, I never listened to the show at the time. I found them through as a forum, so I was always posting on the forums of LBR, and so I knew people on the forums, but I didn't ever listen to the show. So as I was. And my forum name was my character name, because I think you had to do that. And so it was just Viceroy, and I you know, and I had posted screenshots of me and stuff in the past, and in the screenshot of it. So I was I was a very active member of that message board.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I was standing in, I think I was standing in Whitegate, and somebody pokes me, and it's Callow, and he pokes me and he sends me a tell, and he goes, "Are you Viceroy from the LBR forums?" And I said, "Yes." And he's like, "How come?" He's like, "I didn't know you were on the." And he said to me, like, "I didn't know you are from this server." And I go, "I'm not." I said, "I just transferred here," but then I kind of told him what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Do you want to pearl to our shell?" And I was like, "Oh, okay, sure." And you know, to use a corny phrase, the rest, as they say, is history.
Right. Yeah, I mean, and
Yeah.
then after that, you set up CK,
Well,
right?
I was in LBR for probably, I never like left the group. I had always kept the pro with me.
Mm-hmm.
I remember being in their shell and meeting people. And again, having never listened to the show, so I didn't even know who was who. I didn't even know who Callow was.
Right.
Um, and so I like that I met them without that sort of like baggage of like, oh my god, it's their LBR host. Look, I went, you know, because that's how they were at the time.
Yeah,
But I
exactly.
didn't come at it that way because I never listened to the show. I was just using the forums, and I remember the following day, somebody in the group asked for help to go do their G2,
Mm-hmm.
their limit break 2, and somebody else was like, "Oh yeah, I'll go," and I was like, "Oh okay, I'll go too," um, and some other people went. The person who asked for help on LBR on the limit break 2 was Sale, and then the first person who said I'll go was Argent Lamb.
Oh my God.
And again, I didn't know who they were, and
Yeah.
I was just helping them. And I mean, if I'd have known then what I knew now, like two people who I still talk to this day,
Yep.
you know. But that was the that was the beginning of all of that. And I remember I think within we went to do it, and then I think within a couple of hours, Argent Lamb and me were making fun of each other, calling each other the worst names you could ever think of. We were horrible to each other, but it was all in good fun. And we were just being real big dicks to each other,
Uh-huh.
because that's just, you know, how we got to know each other. And we're still that way to each other, weirdly enough. When I talk to him, I don't talk to him as much because I'm not on Facebook anymore, but
Right.
I can text him at any point. But I didn't know. I didn't know who they were.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. I mean, and this is going to sound mean. They were nobody. I mean, they were just hosts of a podcast. Everyone was elevating them to this, you know, platform, and I wasn't doing that because I didn't know who they were.
Right.
So I didn't look at them that way. I was just like, because I was just talking to them as normal people.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't idolizing them like most people in that, like a lot of people in that link shell were doing. I was just
Right.
going. I don't think I listened to their show for months. Yeah,
Oh, when I found it, I listened to it. I thought they were a lot of fun. And I mean, I didn't idolize them, but
right.
when I did finally come over to Odin after the Drama Llama dropped in on my LS and I was sick and tired of the bullshit, I decided, well, the only server I know anybody on is Odin. So
Right.
I popped over there, and uh, fairly soon thereafter, I became one of the moderators, and
Yeah.
then two or three guest host roles. I know I was on there with John a couple of times about with the updates,
Yes.
and then of course I had my Chocobo episode.
I was on once. I was on. They did one later on. It was a Rise of the Zilot episode,
Mm-hmm.
and it was after FanFest. Oh wait, this is like early 2009, And Nate asked me to come on and do a Rise of the Zeal episode. I'm like, why are you doing that now? He's like, well, we haven't covered it yet. I'm like, well, right, but the expansions, it's like that expansion's like 6 years old. I'm like, you just running out of content? And he goes, yeah, kind of. I'm like, all right. So I went on, and I really didn't want to go on at all, but I did. But I did it for them as a favor. But I had no interest in going on that show at all.
I would have had more fun with it if you hadn't been such a butthead, but you know.
Yeah. Actually, I'm not gonna. Let me get myself situated here. What I do remember from that night, though, there was a lot of anxiety recording that because he'll appreciate this. We were recording it the day of the season premiere of Lost.
Oh,
The season 5 premiere of Lost. It was a 3-hour premiere that was beginning at 8 p.m.
3 hours?
3 hours. It was a 3-hour premiere. It was a yep. And I said, and we began recording at 5. And I remember saying to them, how long do you think this is going to take? And they said, well, I don't really know. And I said, how long does it usually take? How long can it take? And he's like, I don't know. And I'm like, okay, well, let me put it to you this way. Could we still be recording at 8 o'clock in 3 hours? And he goes, yes. I'm like, okay, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And so I remember recording it, and I'm like speeding along. Like, I'm not even like, I'm just like doing this very quickly because I've got a show to watch at 8 o'clock.
Right.
And I had friends over everything. And we finished, or we were getting down to the end. And then they jumped over to start reading listener mail before they did the outro. And so all I have to do now is the outro. I don't have to participate in the listener mail.
Right.
But they're doing the listener mail, and I can see that it's like 7:45. I don't know when this is going to be done. So in between them reading emails, I jumped in and I said, guys, I really need to go shortly. I said, can we do the outro now? And then you can just, I'm like, Nate, you're an audio guy just like I am. Like you can just splice it in later. And he goes, yeah. So I'm like, can we do that now? Can we do my outro now? And I said, because quite frankly, I don't care about your emails. But her emails, and he goes, okay, and we did that. And like, I'm sitting there like, just get me off this show. Like, get me out of here. Like, because I have to like run down to my living room and like, I had friends coming. I had to like set out, chairs. I had to get like, drinks on the table and chips and everything. So I had to get a whole like, party together in like 15 minutes.
Now, I was trying to record it at the office and utilize their internet because it was they had trunk. They had P1 or something, and it was a lot faster. And I thought if I did that I wouldn't be disturbing Her Majesty. But
Oh, yeah.
unfortunately, it didn't work out that way because it kept cutting out. So I ended up having to go home, and the only place we had the internet was hardwired in the living room. And she refused to go into her room for a couple of hours so that we could record it. And so she's sitting there going, about an hour's passed, and she's like, are you almost done? And here we're trying to tape the damn thing.
Right.
And she's just being a complete and total butthead about the whole thing. And I'm like, Jesus, just, give me a fucking few minutes, will you? God. I would give you the respect you deserved. And a couple of times she made these real loud coughing noises because, she was a heavy smoker.
Oh, yeah.
And Nate, thankfully, he's, pretty much a professional with this stuff, and he kind of talked over her.
Yeah.
but I can tell you exactly when it is when it comes up. It's like,
I'm
yep,
assuming
that's when she's.
he was probably able to edit some of those out, though.
Yeah, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure he was, but it was just. It was something that
You
should have
can't
been
catch them all.
so
Yeah.
much fun. I was a
Right.
nervous wreck
Yep.
just because she was being such an asshole. Unfortunately, that's when she switched asshole mode and never came out of it. Ooh, that was bad on my part. Healer, I have. Thank you.
Do they still do that show?
They did it for a little while,
Yeah.
but I don't know if they're doing it right now or not. They were doing it on 14, but I think Nate Ruler got bored with 14.
Well, yeah, I think he even went back to 11 for a little while. I haven't spoken to him in quite some time.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I don't have it, and again, because I'm not on Facebook, and I don't think I have him. I don't have him on Discord, so.
Yeah, and I don't know
I've got him on-
what Chris is up to these days.
I've got him on Twitter, so I could probably just DM him on Twitter and say, hey.
Well, and Robbie's still on my Facebook, or not my Facebook, my friends list over on Sagatanis.
Yeah.
So I don't really know what they're up to. I expected to see more of them when Endwalker came out, but I haven't been over there much.
Yeah, I mean, I've often thought about reaching out to them and asking, like Nate anyway, and asking him, because like I was, with the 20th anniversary of 11 coming up, like, I've often thought about, like, saying, hey, we should all, I'm like, and being like, we should all do like a retrospective, like, Zoom call or something like that, and get everybody that we know, get a fair number of people that we all know that we played 11 with, and just, sit there and, like, just stream it on Twitch and be like, Final Fantasy 11 memories, like 20th anniversary or something like that. We just all sit there and, recall.
I would love that. I think
Yeah.
that would be, so fun to remember all that stuff
Yeah.
and have people remind you of, all the stuff that we had to go through.
Yeah, like I would specifically want the 14 audience to come along and like to watch it to see what we had to put up with.
Like Brazen.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean I have on Discord, I have Nika on my friend list, Brittany, who I love. She's the best. I haven't spoken to her in quite some time though.
Oh,
I can't remember her name in
shit, tank down.
I can't remember her name in 11.
Answer down. See if the white mage can or the Astro can
White
recover.
Mage is Astros here, and I'm up.
And you're down.
Yeah, I'm down again. I shouldn't have even. I just pulled too much. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I would love to do that. I think that would be because we never actually did any sort of like LBR and CK. We're a year younger than they are,
Yep.
but we were two giant groups at the time, and we're still around, both of us, and we never really did any sort of collaboration together, which I think would be kind of cool to do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something. I think it's something to be said that, and I think I haven't kept up on Pet Food Alpha. I don't know what they're up to. But we are the three that I think, the three giant groups of those days, and
Right.
that have gone in. And I think Pet Food Alpha has gone into 14. I don't know, but
Yeah, I haven't kept up on PFA.
right. But it's Suni pointed this out to me, and I didn't really think about it at the time because I didn't think it was a big deal. But he's like, he's like, this group jumping from one MMO to another. He's like, that's really kind of remarkable. And I was like, why? It's a big deal. And I just didn't see it that way at all. And he was saying, like, he's like, because groups don't do that. He's like, they stick with one game, and then when that game ends, they break off, or like some just leave. And he's like, we went from one game to another one.
Yeah.
And I just never thought of it that way. And I was like, because my attitude was like, well, why wouldn't we go to another game together? I mean, that's ridiculous. And
Yeah.
um,
Well, a lot of people are monogamous with their games. They don't play
Yeah.
anything but. And,
right.
I was like that for a while. Final Fantasy or nothing, man. But I got over it.
Now, if this game turned out to be something else and not Final Fantasy, I mean, would we have gone to it? I don't know.
Right.
I think it's just something to be said about the Final Fantasy name, because if it does end up being, like, say, a Final Fantasy 17 online, I mean, I think it's a foregone conclusion that we will all jump to that, at least to check it out,
Oh, shit, yeah.
you know?
Even if I have to upgrade my PC or get a new one, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Well, by then it'll probably be time to get a new one. Hell yeah, I mean, I can't wait for another. I mean, I can't wait to see what they do with this one, but
Right.
another iteration of Final Fantasy would be cool.
But I would love to do that, like some kind of retrospective Zoom call or something, and just kind of remember those days.
Yeah. I would love that. Robbie was always trying to get me on catch to heal him, and
What I love about it, though, is that even the technology we used to talk to each other was, like, even different. Like, everything about it, from playing it to doing this, it was all different,
yeah.
right? I mean, we played an older game, we used Skype.
And I was
mean,
so resistant to trying other voice programs because, I mean, I was really set in my ways. Why can't we use Skype? Why can't we?
recording stuff was not as easy as it is now. I mean, it was really a challenge to do all that stuff
Yeah, I bet.
back then. Yeah, it was. I mean, it wasn't a challenge. The challenge came in. It was time consuming, is what it was. I could do it. It was just time consuming.
Right. I mean, and I see why you do it because it's fun. I just,
Right.
with my being on laptops, I did not have the ability to do what I can do now.
Well, there are all of these things that I had to think about, like that I had to do. I mean, the most glaring, the most annoying one of it all was because when I wanted to start recording video of you guys and capture your voices, I didn't know how to do that. I knew how to record video, but I didn't know how to get your audio.
Ah, okay.
Because what I wanted to do was, I mean, I was able to get your audio using Fraps, but I wanted to get my audio, but at the same time, I wanted to separate the two. Because if I just recorded your audio, it would have all been on one track. And I wanted it separate. So what I had to do was I had to get an extension for Skype.
Mm-hmm. An extension, really?
I had to get an extension for Skype called Pamela
Oh, I
that
remember you talking about that one.
would record Skype calls. But the problem was there was a free version and there was a pay version, and the free version only recorded in 15-minute intervals.
Okay.
And and what would happen is when I would record, and then the 15 minutes were up, it didn't automatically start recording again. I had to press that button, so I had to be monitoring the time.
Wow.
Yeah, so um, that was annoying. And then I had to, and then I would record our video from the game too, and that's where I would capture your. So what I would do is I would capture audio from the game, and then I basically had to sync them together in post production.
Okay.
So I had to align our audio with the game's audio.
Wow.
And then what I ended up doing after that was I would just forget about capturing the game audio entirely. And I would capture your audio from my system. And I would also capture it in Pamela. And then what I would do is, because I would use your track from the system to easily align it to where it had to go. Then I would delete that track, and then I'd have a clean track with my audio and your audio. So
Okay.
it was a whole annoying, and I was also more of a. I knew less at the time too. I'm sure at the time, had I been more pro, there would have been an easier way to do it. That's just how I knew how to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And hearing all that, that's probably something I wouldn't have messed with anyway. So.
It was not easy at the time. It was not easy, and you have to remember, like, this is back when streaming is not really a thing yet. Twitch is
Right.
non-existent, right?
Mm-hmm.
YouTube is, where everybody's posting their stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what I was doing. I mean, I was producing a video
Wow.
to post to YouTube. Now, I don't have to do anything. It's just we're on Discord. I've got my Streamlabs OBS. I've got a nice microphone, and it's literally just one button, and I don't have to do anything.
Oh, and thank you for that export tip as well, because that has been, I haven't had to record anything. Record
to export
it.
to YouTube.
Yeah, I just hit the button and it it goes right to YouTube without me taking up my D drive.
Yep.
I love that. I
And then you
absolutely
can
love
edit
it.
it, and you can edit if you need to make any edits. You can edit it inside YouTube.
Yep.
Yep.
It's kind of a
I don't-
crappy, slow way to do it, but it works.
I don't like their editor at all.
No.
It's not, it's not good.
No. I'll learn that eventually. I mean, you're teaching an old dog new tricks here, so
Yeah.
it takes me a while. Which is weird because back in the day, Judy was hardware and I was software.
Right.
She'd set the shit up and I'd run it.
Well,
I can't
also,
do that now.
streaming has even gotten easier, because I mean, I used to stream us, a couple of years ago, but even then, it's gotten easier now than it
Yeah.
was back then, right? So, and it'll just get easier as the years go on.
Oh yeah.
But I remember back then, in like 2008, 8-ish, Yuna began making her own videos, but she did not play this game on PC. She played it, I believe, on, I think it was Xbox. It was either Xbox. She was a console player.
Wow.
And so I was like, well, how are you? I didn't know back then how you actually recorded it off of a console.
Yeah, I have no idea.
How are you doing that? I'm like, how are you doing it? How are you getting the footage? And then, in the process, she told me was so convoluted and complicated.
Ugh.
She's like, I have to record it. I think there was some native recording feature, maybe, I don't know. She's like, I have to record it from there, then I have to export it, then I have to transfer it onto a hard drive, and then I have to take that hard drive, hook it up to my PC, copy it to my PC's hard drive, and then edit it there. And I'm just like, oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
And I'm like, how long did that? How long? I'm like, just to transfer it from your console to your PC before you even edit anything, just to transfer it. How long did that take? She's like, that could take like 3 hours. And I was like, oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
She's like, yeah, I didn't make a lot of videos back then. I'm like,
Wow.
understandably so, because
That's
I mean,
insane.
yeah, it was yeah, it was, but that was the tech back then.
Yeah.
That was that was the tech. That's what she had back then.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it looked nice. It gave her a unbelievably high quality video. But yeah. That was just the tech that we had at the time. I mean, it was not, and again, like I said, there may have been an easier way for me to do it back then. But if there wasn't, if there was, I didn't know what that method was.
Right.
I just did it that way, but that was the way I knew how to do it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's so many streamers now. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting a streamer. They're just,
Oh, yeah.
they're everywhere. And I hate that expression, but, you know, again, something that's kind of ingrained in my memory.
What expression?
You can't swing a dead cat without hitting something. It
Oh,
means
yeah.
there's a lot of them around.
You know what I found out recently? You know that expression, herding cats?
Uh-huh.
It's like herding cats.
Yep.
For some reason, I thought the expression was hurting.
Hurting.
Cat.
Oh, okay.
But it's herd. It's herding. And I
Yeah.
was like,
That
and I was
describes TCR trying to do promise. It's like herding cats.
well, and for the longest time, I was like, I don't get that expression. Why would you want to hurt a cat?
Yeah.
I don't understand. And it was herding. It's called herding cats. And I
Yeah.
was like, okay, that makes sense.
Because you can't herd cats. They go every which way. Yeah.
Right,
But-
right. Because I think in the examples I would hear it, there were always like extreme examples. So like it seemed like hurting a cat would make sense. I don't know. Like it was like, in other words, to say like it was so painful, it was like hurting a cat or something. Or it was like the sound a cat would make when it's in pain.
Ah, okay.
That's what I thought. That's kind of what I thought they were. That's kind of where I thought they were going with that. And I would never want to hurt a cat.
No.
I mean, did you see the picture of the one I posted today? The one that found me?
Yes.
Yeah. I was just walking down the street and I was like, oh, I'm like, oh, hello. He just kind of walked out of nowhere and just came right up to me.
Cool.
He lives, we have a bed and breakfast nearby and that's where he lives. I see him from time to time, but he looks like he's a Maine Coon.
Yeah, he's a
He's very-
fluffy one.
He's very sweet. I don't see a lot of cats in my neighborhood.
I see a few around, but they're not supposed to be outside.
I think I'm going to do 60, 70, 80. 50, 60, 70, 80 on Bard.
Okay, and I'm gonna pray that we don't get Emerald.
I'll probably level from this.
These ears aren't going anywhere anytime soon. I love the little cat ears. Or fox ears.
God damn it.
By the music, it's something easy.
Hey. Maybe easy, but it's Hellish.
Oh, Copper Bell.
Yeah.
This one is actually on the list for the Moogle tomes, I believe.
That's a nice body piece he's got there. The Alexandrian male offending. Where do you get that? It's 270.
I don't
I
know.
like it. Never seen that before. I would glimmer the fuck out of that.
I forgot I was on healer for a minute. That's the only problem I have doing one job for most of the night and then switching to something else. It's like, oh fuck, I'm on healer now.
Yeah. It's a level 61. You get it from... Oh, okay. It's the Alexandrian chess Giacofa.
That's nice.
Or page 4. Or 8 page 4s.
Oh wow, that's really nice.
I have 4 page 4s. Okay. I will try to get... I like that. I like that.
You wanna come get your friends, please? Get them off the healer?
Time I did this, I was on... Last time I did this dungeon, I was on guard. And you were tanking it, I believe.
Yeah.
The bridge over there that catches on fire.
Oh yeah, that's right, I was taking it.
Yep.
You're scaring me, dude. There you go. Dude, you didn't finish killing this one. Alexa, snooze for
Sorry,
5
is it
minutes.
catches on fire, or is that easy? Is that normal?
Hmm?
I think it's normal that catches on fire, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because the bombs are there. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
You gonna pull the whole fucking dungeon? You don't really want me to have a break, do you? Dumbass.
Well, I'm AoEing as much as I can, so...
Yeah, me too.
Spamming that holy.
Yep. I have to. The new holy you get, the Holy 4, is really pretty. Okay, how far are you going?
Oh no, this is the one that catches on fire. I think. Yeah, it is.
He's an eager one.
What?
He's an eager one.
Yup. I didn't notice that we had another bud.
Oh my god.
I love what he provokes it. You don't really need to do that, dude. You're not at risk of losing 8. Because people don't do the mechanics. They just chip away at them, and it takes forever.
Yeah.
I insist on doing these mechanics.
Yeah, this is just, this makes a hell of a lot of work for me. Thank you so much.
Stupid mechanics, though. We don't have mechanics like this anywhere else.
No. Trying to keep everybody alive.
This is the foundation's got it.
Alexa, snooze for 5 minutes.
Okay, I'll remind you again in 5 minutes.
Bomb.
You're not looking so good there.
Oh, Jesus. Well, somebody blew up the bomb in my hands.
Yeah. God damn it. This is a shit show.
He's gonna get hit. There we go. I mean, enough with the flare, like, Jesus Christ.
I know, just kill the son bitch. Do the mechanics so we can get out of here. So I can take my medications.
Yeah, mine's in the form of alcohol. I really hate the last boss.
Okay. Meds are down. Damn. Yeah, see, that's what you get for going off without your healer, buddy.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
If I was on healer, I would have just let him die.
Yeah, it's kind of a pride thing for me. Nobody dies on my watch. At least I try not to.
I have pride in my healing, but I also have pride in my not healing people who are pissing me off.
Yes, and he is pissing me off in spades.
Yep.
I mean, look at this.
Yep. He's dead. Okay, we got... Alright, it's the one guy left.
Can you chill the fuck out now? Nope. Jesus, dude, come on. Give me a goddamn break. This may be a low-level dungeon, but we are capped
You can now,
here.
too.
I'm running low on MP because he's being such a dickhead.
Yeah, I mean, I'm increasing damage for you all, but I don't know if that's going to help. It's only like by 1%, I think.
Wow, no pause.
Well, he's fucking weakened, like, bro.
Yeah, and off he goes.
The other bards, well, was watching the cutscene.
Alright, dipshit, your move.
Here's a reminder. Take meds.
The thing that bothers me on this job, the character motions,
Uh-huh.
when I shoot arrows, the lower half of my body is like totally still, but the top is not. It just really irritates me. Why is he provoking it?
I
Is he
don't
losing
know.
hate or something?
I don't know.
Is he just doing it out of like some weird habit?
Might be some weird habit.
I'm gonna die. There I go.
Oh, damn it. Up you go.
It's not your fault.
Nah. Did you get that?
No.
What?
No.
Well, you're getting a long raise.
Yeah, that's what. But yeah, if you, maybe I canceled it by mistake, but I don't think I would have because they prompt you twice, I
God.
believe.
Damn it.
I'm LBing as soon as it's ready. If I was alive. Is he a sprout?
No.
No, it doesn't look like it. And like that excuse only takes you so far, in my opinion.
And I'm gonna die. Maybe not. We'll see.
Do you have Swift cast up?
I don't think it's up yet. I'm trying to heal us before we fail this thing. I sure wish I had some lucid dreaming right about now.
Yeah.
Up you go.
Okay.
Now
I'm gonna
everybody
help
up.
And I'll use second wind.
This is
Jeez.
ridiculous. Oh my god.
I'm gonna die.
And we're
There you
down. Fuck. This is stupid.
Well, that's just
Oh,
dumb.
you think, haha? No, it's... Well, that's just dumb.
Well, that's the bard. I mean, I'm willing to cut her slack.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, it's a bard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stay off the sand.
Unreal, man.
Well, at least the bard's being a good sport.
I like her, yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna calm her. Oh, that's nice. That must be the babble. The babble bow. I like that. I like that a lot. I have to work on that.
I don't know that bow.
It's the same model as my gunbreaker arm. It's got the glowy purple. It's from the 81 dungeon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is so pretty. I want it. Even the arrows glow.
It's too late for that.
Yeah.
I would say don't do big pulls, but I mean,
Yeah, we're beyond that now.
I know. It'd be funny if I just still said it now, though. Yeah, don't do big pulls. See, that's a hard attack to avoid.
Yeah.
Luckily, I can remove it, but I've got a friend on me.
Yeah, I see that. I'd like to get us all together in one bunch so I could. Oh, damn it.
Quick.
Ugh. Grab that bird.
Yes, we did indeed get sicked in. Good lord. Didn't even level from it either.
And I got a calm. How about that? No,
You
I
have
knew
a
I
heal.
wasn't going to level.
Yeah. Of course you're gonna get a con. You're the healer. Why wouldn't you?
Well, I was working my butt off.
You were. You absolutely were. Fuck. See my wondrous tales. Only got one thing done on my wondrous tales from all this roulettes.
Yeah, I only got the one done too. I already had the other two finished.
What
And
do
a
you
lot.
have on wondrous tales?
Let's see, I've got 61 to 69, Void Arc, Peregrine's Breach, Binding Coil 4, Deltascape V1, Eden's Verse Furor.
Any you want to do unsynced?
Let's see. We could probably do, we could run Binding Coil. Which one do you have?
I think I have T2. Hold on.
And I've got turn 4 on the first one.
Turn 2. Final coil, turn 2.
Okay, we can do those.
Is yours final coil?
No, mine's first coil. Mine's 4-1. Or 1-4, whatever the fuck.
So it's binding coil of Bahamut, turn 1. I'm sorry, which one is it?
4.
Binding coil, turn 4?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Which one is this? I don't remember this.
This is the bugs, I think.
Well, I'm sure once it gets going, I'll remember it.
Oh yeah, you'll remember it. I know we used to dread doing this one, but it's so easy now.
Hey, boys.
know, you had to kill these guys in a certain order.
Oh, I might. Okay, I might remember this. Yeah. Okay, this. Yes. And 2 of these come down, right?
Yep,
Yes. Okay. I do remember this. And you had to have 2 tanks for this.
yep.
Yes.
And the spinners
Yep.
had to go down first. Because they were particularly
Yeah, this was
nasty.
Yeah, this was. I hate. Yeah, I really hated this back then.
Yep, I did too.
I was DPSing it. I just kind of like sat off to the side and hoped I was doing everything right. Oh god, it's been a long time since I've done this one.
Done.
I don't need any of that shit. Fucking
Yeah, I
terrible.
really hated that one back in the day. Oh my god.
I do kind of wish though that I could go back in time and play this game in those days with the confidence that I have now.
Yeah.
A lot of what I did back then, I was not very confident,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just going through stuff. So I just wasn't enjoying it like I should.
Yeah.
Final coil, not second coil. This will be interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, it would only make sense that the final coil would be Bahamut himself.
Exactly.
I have no memory of doing this one at the time.
Yeah, I don't remember this one either.
What's up, Twintania? I was thinking to myself, that's an interesting marker there. I can't do.
Oh, that's right. Pain has to die before blood. Okay.
For a second there, I'm like, wait, I can't damage these.
Yeah, Pain had to go first. I sort of remember that. Because I was
I may
smacking
have
them on
done
going.
this. Yeah, I don't remember this one. I may have done it a few times back then, but maybe I don't. Yeah.
Most of these things I avoided like the plague.
I mostly went to them only because I was like asked to go. I didn't seek them out.
Yeah. Hi, guys. Bye, guys.
Cool blue color though.
Yeah. Wouldn't mind having a mount that color.
I wish you could dye your mounts.
Come on, Bahamut. Your turn to be target. Oh, we're both targeted.
I forget what the collar means.
Yeah.
This must have been a fucking... Because, again, I don't really have any memory of doing this back then. But this must have been a fucking brutal DPS check back then.
Yeah.
Because
So,
this
yeah.
is level 50. And think about... And look at how long this DPS check is.
Yeah. Well, I remember just as we were smacking him, I remembered that the pain had to die first because the other guy wasn't taking damage. But I don't
Right.
remember any of the rest of this.
Yeah, I don't think I came in here a lot. Pretty sure I didn't.
Oh, okay, you don't want to touch the walls.
No.
Even at level 90, that's an insta-death. Okay.
Well, let's see if I can finish it.
Ah, you should be able to. You can survive it. It's just
Well, at first I'm
terrifying.
thinking to myself, like, wait, do I have to, like, LB this? And then it's like, nope, because I have no LB. If I can't LB it, they wouldn't let me do this.
Right.
He's at low HP, as you can see. So.
Oh, yeah.
It only took so long because we had to, like, honor all the mechanics.
Yeah.
That's a cool looking staff for Black Mage.
Let's see. Yeah, that's not bad. I've got a sparkly one. Do you want it? I'll pass on it.
No.
Okay.
I mean, I'm going to get back to leveling the job eventually.
Yeah, I've got this one for Black Mage, so.
I'm still using... Where's my Black Mage?
Oh, yeah, that's a
Yeah.
nice one. These I just fell in love with, and the claws were finally at a decent price. About a couple of them, and made the white and black
Yeah.
mage.
When are you going to level this job?
Maybe after white mage.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll do it after Bard, I don't know. So I know I was torn over what I should do. And I was actually thinking, oh, maybe I should do Dark Knight. But I don't know. So I did enjoy Black Mage a lot.
Well, I didn't expect to level white mage. It just sort of happened. Sometimes
Right.
that's what happens with my jobs. I don't really decide; it decides for me.
Yeah, totally. Like, it was the same thing in 11. The weirdest thing would happen. Like, I wouldn't know what I wanted to level next, and then I would be XPing with somebody, with some people, and then I would like see, say, like an Elvon on Thief, and I was like, that's what I'm leveling next, because there'd just be something about it in that moment that just seemed so cool, and it would make me want to level it. It would make me want to level it. And it's kind of the same thing here.
Yeah,
You know?
I think my experiences with Sage, kind of the disappointment there. I just decided, yeah, I kind of want to level white mage because I know white mage. There it is. Aquavale.
Wait, what is it?
That's Aquavale. Reduces damage taken by party member or self
Oh.
by 15%. It's level 86. Yeah, if I do an MSQ tomorrow, that should put me at 89. Because I'm 3.3 out of 10.4 TNL, so
Yep.
that should, if I get Prate, and a lot of people are running Prate because of the tome thing, then that should let me hit 89. And then maybe I can go do the quests. Should actually go do those quests now. Start them, the role quest, because that's the only one I haven't finished as a healer. Let's see where they're gonna send me.
Still only have 490s, but I haven't. I think I was thinking about this today. I think I haven't been logged in since our Saturday event. I don't think I played this week. I don't believe I did. I may have done like one thing on Sunday. I'm not sure.
I did I did my yesterday thing.
Yeah, I've just been like too into Dead by Daylight lately.
Yeah. I'd be glad to help. Just, get me through the cutscenes here, guys. Alright, we're gonna go to the Alamegan Quarter. Alright. Locks, here I come. I'll just zip through a couple of these, then I'll go get some sleep.
Yeah.
Because I can only do the ones up to 87 anyway.
Right.
Oh, there's a point, lookout point. Hello, free XP. I don't ever pay any attention to these side quests. I really don't care. Just get me to the meat and potatoes.
Hmm.
I mean, they're side quests. I'm sure there's probably some lore hidden in there, but I'd just rather get through them. Even if Raban is involved.
All right, I'm gonna kill my stream. So if anybody's watching my stream, I appreciate you tuning in, and I'll be streaming again. I don't know, sometime.
Saturday,
least-
maybe.
Saturday, but
Yeah.
I might maybe between now and then I'll do some Dead by Daylight. I'm not sure yet. That is
Yeah.
assuming my connection will allow me to. So.
Yeah, we ought to do some more of that. That was terrifying and fun at the same time.
Absolutely.
Especially with that humming chick. Oh my god.
She's the worst.
Oh, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get you, type of
You can
thing.
hear it from so far away.
Yep. Alright, well that's one out of the way. Yeah, I won't bore people streaming the MSQ tomorrow. I just get it done.
One of these days, I also have to again, get into my New Game Plus and start the MSQ from the beginning. And I think when I do that, I actually think I might stream that.
Yeah. Well, they're with the new changes to the dungeons. That might be kind of interesting to stream
Yeah.
with the new NPCs we're getting to get to use.
Right.
So that might be kind of fun. Yeah, I'll just finish this one up and then I'll go get some sleep.
What are you doing?
Just a couple of the role quests for healer.
Oh, yeah.
Not that I really want to wear the white fluffy robes. That's not too many bows on that thing. But it might look better in a different color. Who knows? Yeah, I thought I'd just knock out a couple of these and then do the rest tomorrow. Yeah, these should be fairly easy quests because they're healer ones. I wouldn't imagine they'd get you into anything too crazy.
Right.
Plus, I got my burb.
Your burb? What?
I got an axe here.
Oh.
Give me my much needed chocobo regen.
I need 5 of them.
Yeah, this is the level 86 one, so I can't do any more anyway. Oh wait, I could do the 88, but I won't. I'll go to sleep.
You going to sleep?
Yep, soon as this guy gets done talking. Cutscene. Of course a cutscene. Skip it. Oh, for crying out loud, I gotta go find Fordola, really? Alright, where is she? There she is. And another cutscene. Alright, switching to a 90. I am going to take off. So let me know if you plan on, if you want to go do some Dead by Daylight or something tomorrow, or if you
Yeah.
just gonna go chill or something. That's cool.
Well, I have to record tomorrow night, so it depends on what time I get back.
Ah,
So,
that's right. Okay, yeah, and
yeah.
Friday I've got FC map, so.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, my recording doesn't usually go until I think when we played it the other night, when we played it the other night, I had already recorded. I believe. No, actually, no, I did not. That was a different night. We didn't get started until like 10 p.m. So
Ah,
my
okay.
recording doesn't go that long.
Okie
So,
dokies. Well, have a good
but
night,
you too.
and thank you, and
All
I'll
right.
talk to you soon.
All right. Bye.
Bye. So that is going to do it for me. If anybody's watching, thank you very much. As you heard, I don't know if we're going to be doing Dead by Daylight tomorrow or not. It just depends on his schedule, but I'll be back on Friday for Free Company Maps and Saturday for CK Maps. So, I guess we will see you next time. Have a good night. Take care. Bye.